Good afternoon and welcome to the 2020 Belmont Entrepreneur Awards. I'm Elizabeth Gortmaker, Director of the Thomas F. Cohn Senior Center for Entrepreneurship, and I'm glad to be with you today as we celebrate our top 100 alumni entrepreneurs. These entrepreneurs have incredible visions for the future. They've developed unique and impressive businesses and have continued to grow and succeed even during such a challenging year. Now, this year's format is obviously different than last year, and although we can't be together physically, I'm thankful to have so many of you here virtually today, even if I know some of you are still in your pajamas. We have guests spread out all across the country, from California to New York, and even a few guests overseas. So thank you all for being here today. Two of our alumni ventures have made it possible to run the awards this year. So before we get started, I want to thank Geode Events for hosting this virtual event and allowing us to network before and after using your platform. And a big thank you to Pack Films for running the camera today and filming our top 100 announcement that we'll show you later in the program. Our first guest that I'd like to introduce is just one building over in his office. Dr. Fisher, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thanks, Elizabeth. Belmont's a very entrepreneurial place, and I realized that when I first came here 21 years ago. I walked into this organization and realized there's a true spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, creativity, and it's just part of our organizational culture here. Our leadership team that was here when I arrived, the faculty, the staff, they were already way on their way to making this a very special entrepreneurial place. And through these last 2 decades, it's been 21 years, I've just seen this spirit grow and grow. And nowhere is it more evident than in the lives of our students and our alum. Our students have been recognized in so many ways for their entrepreneurship, whether it's through organizations like DECA or SIPE and ACTUS. We're talking about world championships. I mean, not just regional, not national, world. One of my favorite stories at Belmont was when I went up to D.C. for the finals a few years back, and Belmont had won the national championship, was representing the United States of America in the competition. It was down to the final 4, and they announced in order, starting with third runner-up, second runner-up, and they still hadn't called Belmont's name, and it was between us and I've forgotten, I think Zaire, actually, very unusual. We'd taken out China and Canada, and it'd come down to the last country, and it's between Belmont and Zaire. And I think I'm sitting there in the crowd going, Belmont, Belmont, Belmont. And the announcer was like, I think his training was from the World Federation of Wrestling. And he says very slowly, and the world champion is, and I'm going, Belmont, Belmont, Belmont. And he says, the United States of America. And I went, yeah, that's us. Representing our country was such a sweet thing. Now I guess I understand why these professional athletes want to compete in the Olympics. It's a great privilege. And that's just one example. There's so many other things that our students do that don't necessarily get recognized that way. And there are things that our alums are doing that may not have won world championships yet, but we know all the amazing work you're doing out there. And tonight we're going to recognize the top 100. There's 38 new ones this year. That's pretty amazing to me. And we just want you to know how proud we are for you, of you, and how grateful we are that we had a little chance to be a part of your life. And to all of you, congratulations and best wishes. Elizabeth, back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fisher. You've always been such a champion for our alumni entrepreneurs. The Cohn Center for Entrepreneurship supports students from all majors who are seeking to launch their business. Whether it's a hobby turned career or wanting to start the next big thing, the center provides resources to guide them along the way, from ideation to launch. Some of these resources include workshops, clinics, a business accelerator, competitions, mentorship, and more. Our goal is to guide students through the process of starting their business and to support them as they grow and succeed after graduation. In short, we exist to help our student entrepreneurs thrive. Two recent alums, James Richard and Ethan Actamar, are a perfect example of this. They spent their time at Belmont developing their business model and preparing to launch. After graduation, now they've launched their business, they've expanded their product line, and they made it on this year's Rising 10 list, featured in our Top 100. I'd love to introduce James to tell you a bit more about their story.
Hey Elizabeth, thanks so much for having me. I'm James Richard. I'm a recent 2020 graduate. I graduated in May, and I'm an entrepreneurship major. I'm also a co-founder of Vitamin Honey, and what Vitamin Honey is, basically we take raw Tennessee honey and select certified supplements and infuse them together to make it easier to get your daily dose. So the idea kind of started back when my brother got Crohn's. He was having trouble getting the nutrition he needed, and anytime he turned to pills or supplements, a lot of times they had binders or fillers that actually would hurt him more than help him. So I decided, how can we take the raw form of the supplement and put it in something that he can have, like honey? And so that's what we did. Obviously, starting this business in college is not the easiest thing to do, but we definitely benefited from the accelerator program and the School of Entrepreneurship as well. During our classes, such as Cornwall's or Gonzalez's, we had time to sit down, break down our marketing strategy, break down our target market, look at the numbers we're going to be looking at, and stuff like that was ultimately super beneficial to help us in the long run. We were also able to be a part of the accelerator program, which was really awesome because we got to meet and talk with real live entrepreneurs, ask them questions about how they got started, learn about what they do day to day. And then we got the opportunity to join pitch competitions and meet other entrepreneurs as well. So in those pitch competitions, those are super beneficial because we ended up winning some money, but then also we got to make connections such as people like No Baked and other entrepreneurs we can talk about and bounce ideas off of. And they actually sat down and gave us direction to figure out how to get things started for real. With the money we won, we actually were able to buy our legal fees and buy some materials to start up, which is ultimately super beneficial because we wouldn't have been able to do that if we didn't have any money. But we're super thankful to be in the entrepreneurship program. We're still a part of an alumni group that meets Dr. Cornwall's alumni group, which is super great. In case there's anything that comes up, we can always sit down and talk, just reach out. Everyone's super friendly and grateful. And then Vitamin Honey, yeah, we've been doing awesome. We are in the process of rebranding. We're going to launch our rebrand late December. And so we're hoping that goes really well. But we're super grateful to be able to be doing that full time and just having fun with it. So thanks so much, Elizabeth. Back to you.
I can't wait to see where you take Vitamin Honey next. For our second annual Belmont Entrepreneur Awards, we opened up a nomination process. We received a tremendous amount of nominations, and I must say the competition was fierce. The 2020 Top 100 includes 35 new additions with alumni from 31 different majors, founding businesses in 10 industries and in 27 cities. And to our alumni, you have thrived in what has felt like an impossible year. We're blown away by what you've accomplished and are so happy to celebrate you today. Life as an entrepreneur is not easy, especially in 2020, but the work you do truly makes a difference in this world. I'm so glad we can take time in the middle of the day to recognize these talented founders. We are here today to honor you, and we're so glad that you chose to come to Belmont for your education. You've all gone out and done amazing things, and we're proud to call you a part of the Belmont family. So without further ado, here is the 2020 Top 100.
The Belmont Entrepreneur Awards honors alumni founders who have started innovative, growing, and unique businesses. We're celebrating the top 100 founders who are excelling in business and challenging their industry. This is the 2020 Top 100. In the creative category, Austin Grow Photography. Luke Marr, Blue Ivory Creative. Kirk Slawak and Connor Carroll, Gear 7 Creative. KRISTIN Sweeting Photography. Lauren Atkinson, LMA Designs.
I am owner of LMA Designs, a full-service floral and event design company. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to own my own flower shop, but I thought I would do it when I retired. There are days that I'm just so exhausted, but it's so worth it. I have a group of friends around me that are also entrepreneurs from Belmont, and I can send them a text saying, I hate being a business owner today. This is the worst. We're here to encourage each other and support each other through that, and I think that's really key. I just love that I get to be creative and create even more beauty out of things that are already beautiful.
Margot Groner, Margot & Co. Megan Proby, Maker Creative. Matt Horvath, Pack Films. Lindy Stein, The Reardenstein Collective. Ariel and Chris Olfers, The Southern Influence. Holly Mayer, Wink Wink. In the entertainment category, Leslie Mosier, Doug the Pug. Sam Seidemann and Ian Rodriguez, INNOVO Music Management. Kevin Grosh, Made in Network. Aaron Anderson, Olivia Management. Luke McElroy, Orange Thread Media. Trevor Hennisley, SOUNDSTRIPE. Rusty Gaston and Connie Harrington, This Music Publishing. Liz Mead, THREEBRAND Media. Wendy Cothran Williams, 12 Titans Music. In the experience category, Jonathan Morell, The Escape Game. Ryan Schimmel, Fort Houston. Kate Moore, Get Fit 615. Jenna Wolfe, The Lotus Room. Lucy Armitstead Knott, Project 2231. Amy Violet, RESOLANA Farms. Brennan Mobley, 313. In the fashion category, Meredith Maisie, Abednego. Aubrey Parker, Aubrey P. Boutique. Emily Egebrecht, Consider the Wildflowers. Kathleen Goff Weber, K. McCarthy.
K. McCarthy is a women's boutique in Green Hills in Nashville, and we sell things you would wear running errands, things you would wear to a dinner party, things you'd wear to a wedding, kind of everything. If you have a vision, don't think you have to figure out the exact right way to do it. Just take what seems like the next right step. So I credit Belmont with so much of where we are today because they helped me figure out how to build up to where. One of my favorite things is that I get to wake up every day and do something that I really dreamed of since I was little. Entrepreneurship kind of feels like buoyancy to me. You get lifted up because it's something you're passionate about and you get to bring other people into it.
Nima Kyla, Pink Dolphin Clothing Company. In the food category, Leah Carmine, Baked on 8th. Sarah Worley, Biscuit Love. Jason Fandrick, Question Spirits Company. Jimmy and Megan Feeman, No Bake Cookie Dough. Ryan Reisdorf, Placemat.
Placemat is an in-home restaurant, and it's easy. You book, we cook. I believe our health should be accessible, personal, and meaningful, and I want to do that through food by nourishing people. It's fundamental to define your why behind your business or idea and why you are doing what you do. I enjoy what I get to do every day because at the core root, it helps people. I am able to put people to work. I'm able to help people attain better, more meaningful health. It's affordable, it's accessible, and there's without a doubt a need for it.
Byron Stitham, Proper Sake. Janice Dottie Townsend, Roots Coffee House. Amy Collins, RORO'S Baking Company. Bet Parolini, Vita Fuel. Sarah Worley, ZA. Barry Angela Segovia, Rolled Forever Ice Cream.
Rolled Forever ice cream is Thai-inspired rolled ice cream. It's made fresh to order and topped with fresh ingredients. I never imagined myself being an entrepreneur or having my own business. Literally, I wake up days and I'm just like, am I a business owner? Is this what I'm doing? Do I own an ice cream shop right now? I would definitely say stay true to your idea. If you really are interested in the idea and believe in the idea, go for it. I wake up every day and I'm like ready to go to work. I like creating new things and just talking to people about my journey. It's a good feeling just to know that like I can bring a smile to somebody's face. I wouldn't trade it for the world, honestly.
In the product category, Mike Butera, Artifon. Nate Montgomery, CODEWORD hats. Jessica Malone Vastag, Gift Horse Nashville. Joe Palach, Nashville Sound Panels. Steve Soderholm, Ranger Station.
Ranger Station is a luxury fragrance company. We specialize in doing candles, personal fragrances, reed diffusers with new things coming out all the time. I graduated Belmont, went into music full time, touring. That's a weird schedule, so I always had side projects. One of those things was making candles. So I always say I fell into doing this. Ranger Station's given me something to be really creative with. Even if you think you found that one thing you're gonna do forever, I think it's really important to have creative ways to spend energy. When you come back to that main thing, you have this whole new refreshed view. Just keep trying new things. If you're passionate about starting something and growing something, I think it's definitely worth it.
Austin Woodruff and Tyler Traeger, Runway Audio. Taylor Thomas, Samplize. Adam and Jamie Gatchell, Southern Lights Electric. Dave Darr, Walrus Oil. In the services category, Douglas Skipworth, 6 a.m. Core Collective. Brian Rowland, Abenity. Patrick Linton, Bolton Remote. Matthew Wilson, Boozy Wilson Group. Peter Smith and Bennett Farkas, Golden Spiral.
We're a marketing agency that works with healthcare technology companies to establish their market positioning and help them generate demand. I actually met one of my business partners at Belmont, and we started the company while we were still there. We decided to go fully remote back in March. It's a challenging time for everyone, but we're still humans, we're still people, and we really still care about one another. We set up a isolating together channel on Slack, which was just a way to kind of post interesting things or encouraging messages for one another. While the goal is always to build the company and to focus on the success of the company, that's happening through people. So it's really exciting to be able to generate jobs and find great people who are just looking for these opportunities and help them plot their own path.
Garrison Snell, Gyrosity Projects. Matt and Maggie Kuiper, Harpeth Painting. Logan Crowell, Home. Sam Parr, The Hustle Co. Molly Grisham, Influence LLC. Brian Heldreth, Jack Creed. Kenya Nelson Stevens, KNS Solutions. Rachel Shoemaker, Louisa White Travel. Jen Watkins, Nashville Smile Bar. Hannah Paramore Breen, Paramore Digital. Jenna Thomas, Parthenon PR. Matt Chevron, Proof Branding. Drew Hanlon, Pure Sweat Basketball. Clark Buckner, Relationary Marketing. Harry Allen, Studio Bank. Matt Fiedler, Vinyl Me Please. In the social enterprise category, Jose Gonzalez, Conexion Americas. Mackenzie Baker and Mackenzie Wilson, Delight Ministries. Courtney Hicks, Humphrey Street Coffee and Soap. Nicholas Adkins, Pink Socks. Mark Hogg, WaterStep. Evan and Jenny Owens, Reboot Recovery.
Hey, am Jenny Owens, and this is my husband, Evan, and we are the co-founders of Reboot Recovery.
We equip everyday people to facilitate trauma healing courses around the country. Every week, we've got somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 volunteers who are facilitating courses in church basements and apartment complexes and living rooms.
We didn't wait to build this whole program before getting started. We didn't have all the knowledge, but we knew who did have the knowledge, who are the subject matter experts.
We did this for 4 years before we ever thought about it becoming into business or formalizing any of the process. We just did it because it was our passion. And I think that's where a lot of people instantly think, okay, I have to figure out how I'm going to monetize, how I'm going to capitalize, how am I going to, and a lot of times it's like, figure out the passion, figure out what works, figure out your customers, learn from them, and then build your business.
Yeah.
In the tech category, Chris Green, 360 View. Keith Mon, ACUMEN Technology. Cree Larson, Arrivalist. Andy Sievers, Case Status. Gordon Droycor and Eric Anderson, Core Design.
We are a live design creative producing agency that designs mostly for live tours and events. As you can imagine, in March, all of those live events and all of our tours were canceled. My partner, Eric, and I, we sat down and had the conversation of just like, okay, this is either gonna last 3 months or 3 years. So from that, we started 2 new companies.
Gordon and I are partners in core design, core content, e-emotion, and sign. The entrepreneurship of what we've put together is based on creativity and flexibility. When outside circumstances change, we are the most capable of pivoting to something else.
The way you handle those lowest times is a great indicator of entrepreneurship. Every day is a new concept, every day is a new idea, and every day we're thinking about our businesses and how to make them better. So it's been a really exciting time.
Channing Moreland and Mackenzie Stokel, Evamore. Matt Fury, Flock Safety. Alex Weisler, PathX. Carson Ward, Logan Matthews, and Jonathan Rankin, Scholar. Jonathan Hale, Twin Sun Solutions. Aaron Salo, XOI Technologies. Our Rising 10 category honors up-and-coming businesses established within the last 3 years. Here are our Rising 10. John Eric Peterson, Chop LLC. Robin Ray, Cool Rays AC. Corey Griggs and George Livingston, Geode Events. Asher Segelkin, Good Grain Creative. Haley Powers Music. Alicia Vimala, PEERCRATE. Sancieri Hanel, Koala. Colin Buchanan, Sleepwalker Creative. James Richard and Ethan Actamar, Vitamin Honey. Sarah Beth Perry, With the Band. Congratulations to our top 100 alumni entrepreneurs. We look forward to seeing what your future holds.
Hello and congratulations everyone. My name is Harry Allen and I'm the co-founder and Chief Relationship Officer of Studio Bank here in Nashville, Tennessee. And like you, I'm also a proud Belmont graduate. I earned my bachelor's and master's degrees from the Massey College of Business and continue to serve and be a part of this great community as a trustee on the Board of Trustees. This is my second year on the top 100 list, and so today I'm really excited and honored to celebrate this fantastic achievement and recognition with each of you today. But now, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce a brand new initiative out of the Center for Entrepreneurship, the Bruin Launch Fund. As entrepreneurs, we know full well how important access to capital is in getting your business off the ground. It seems like just yesterday I was pitching Studio Bank and raising capital myself. It was fun and daunting all at the same time, right? Well, now alumni can directly support graduating seniors in their entrepreneurial efforts. Earlier in the program, we heard from James and Ethan and how just a little bit of money went a long way in getting their business, Vitamin Honey, started. So what is the Bruin Launch Fund? This fund it's empowered by alumni. It's completely funded by the gifts and generosity of alumni and go directly to graduating seniors who are starting businesses. So this is a fantastic and unique way for us to be a part of creating the next list of top 100 entrepreneurs. So I invite you to visit the website, take a look, and be a part of the Bruin Launch Fund. I intend to go there myself and look forward to paying it forward for someone else. So the website is belmontetp.com/alumni. And that's where you can go, check it out, and be a part of the next generation of Belmont entrepreneurs. Congrats again. This is fantastic recognition and indicative of your hard work and accomplishments. And it has been an honor to celebrate you today. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry. The core of the center is our connectedness between our students and alumni. Don't underestimate how inspiring and encouraging your work is to our students. And we want to be a part of your journey and support you too. Let's talk and stay connected. Reach out anytime through our belmontetp.com website. And hang around for some more networking. We hope to see you back next year. Congratulations.